Hi friends, Rocky Outcrop here, crypto technical analysis coming right at your pie holes. Remember, hit that like button. It helps me because it helps the algorithm. It's not for my ego, of course. We're going to be taking a look at the crypto charts. This isn't one of them. This is one of the other things I look at, AMC, and of course I look at GME on a daily basis. A couple of really good stocks that you might be interested in, but we're going to be taking a look at the crypto market, starting off, of course, by looking at Bitcoin versus USDT. That's the monthly close, of course, that we had over there on this one. Bit of a decent month actually overall, when you consider that we didn't actually really it was a big feck off green month actually. Sorry, here you can see we've just started the new month of August, and it's pulled back a little bit so far, but everything's actually looking pretty good. When we jump down to the 24-hour time frame, you can see that we came up, tested that 200 more or less, and pushed back down. So we're going to be covering that and a lot more in the period of the next couple of minutes. We'll also look through Ethereum. Here's something I just typed in ETH. What's that? That's CryptoCap. Well, anyway, that's the wrong chart, but you get the point. We're going to be looking at Ethereum, Chainlink, and Tezos, and Bitcoin here in this one. So I'm going to give you a second to hit that like button, right? Here's my intros. That's my name, Rocky Outcrop. I do more than crypto technical analysis, but that's what I used when I made the thing. Right, so if you've not hit like yet, then there's no convincing you to do it, so I'll just move on. Thanks very much for joining me, all that good stuff. Right, so here's Bitcoin. No, that's not Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin. BTC, USDT. And by the way, if you're in the live chat right now, and this is filmed during a live episode, chuck in any requests you have during this crypto section. We've got 10 minutes. It's going to be less than 10 minutes, but if you want me to take a look at anything, be sure to say so. You can see we've moved up here. Easy, obvious question is this at the 236 Fibonacci retracement point? Now, I do like a Fibonacci retracement myself. I think that it's a really, really, really good way of expressing the movements in markets for us to be able to kind of view it, conceptualize what would be a significant move. When you see a pullback happening, you think, well, is this a pullback? Is it a correction? What's happening? Is it just a little retracement? And you want to try and answer that question, then the Fibonacci retracement tool is very much your friend. And we can see that we pulled all the way back down here right to the kind of the penny value of the 236 Fibonacci retracement point. Now, what that means, the significance of this 24-hour time frame here, Bitcoin USDT, is that, of course, we have not got a valid Fibonacci here at the minute. This is just kind of your shallowest typical retrace that you'd be likely to see coming in there. The 236 Fibonacci residing at around about 39k. Okay, so long as the prices are above 39k, we're looking fairly rosy, very, very good. We can see the resistance coming in here at 42,000. I mean, hey, Rocky Outcrop Show, we told you all about this. We knew that. You knew it, right? I told you very clearly. I even think I said afterwards, don't be coming to me saying that I didn't tell you. Right? So if we were to bounce from here, natural, nice, and everything else, but I would be managing my risk there. I've got this liquidity zone in the background, so just being aware of that. Kind of personally, I'm looking at 38k as kind of the cutoff point on that one. We could then maybe look for bounces at 36,666 or 35,290. Confluence here with a 50 simple moving average on the 24-hour time frame, or indeed all the way down to where the 618 golden pocket resides, and that's coming in at around about where you would expect to see a higher low should we actually be turning this around on the broader term time frame. Anyway, we are looking for that higher low right now. Is it conceivable we get one at this point? Yes, it absolutely is. Are you more confident when you've got a higher low that came in at the 382 then moved up? Yes. Is it therefore a tastier buy at 36,666 than it is now? Well, far be it from me to say so, because I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice. Looking at the momentum oscillators down below, you can see clearly that we've come in here with a good dose of momentum. If you were to see big pullbacks, you could make the case for hidden bearish divergence here along these tops as this being a downward trend. The last low was, of course, a lower low. Therefore, the key component for us right now, having put in a high, I mean, you're always going to get a high, is to put in, of course, a higher low. That's what we're looking for, and that's the question on this one. So carrying that debate on through, as it happens, by the way, the DMI, you can see just here in the background up above, is, of course, at that, what do you call it? It came up to that 40 area, then went down, crossing below the ADX. I don't mind too much about that at the minute, looking to see if we do get a resurgence. But of course, we knew at 42k that was a profit-taking price point coming in there. This is when we saw it come up and hit that 40. It pushed up a little bit higher for 42. Didn't actually secure it. Obvious, beautiful technical analysis. It was obvious. Obvious money on the table for people. What will we go to next? Let's look at Ethereum. I actually see that I've got a request coming in here as well. What does that say from Calapigeon? Hey Rocky, any chance of looking at XRP? Cheers. Absolutely. In fact, let's just do that right now because Ethereum. It's boring looking at the technical analysis on that all the time, right? I mean, we've done it, but we'll be back again. XRP, bit different, right? We've not looked at this in a while. How exciting. What's that say up there? Oh, this is when I was explaining how margin calls and all that crap work. Let me just get rid of all this off here. You can see that we do all sorts of technical analysis on the channel, and of course we also do education here, so be sure, tune in, subscribe, all that crap. Here we had this move. Obviously that didn't work out for us at all. I would have positioned this with regards to this resistance here at the point. Anyway, whatever, that happened. We moved on down, and of course there was this cross here, death cross on the daily time frame, the 200 crossing above the 50 simple moving average, and then the price is coming up and of course testing off that 200. Typical bearish movement here, to be perfectly honest with you. When we see the prices getting back above the 200 simple, then of course we're very, 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 very much able to be positive about it. This is perfect really for that consolidation to be happening and to create therefore a point of inflection in the markets. This is going to be one that we look back on and ask questions about. Well, we obviously had it act as resistance just here, over here as well. So over on the 28th of June it was resistance, over there on the 21st of May, 22nd of May it was support, over there on the 1st of February resistance, over there on the 21st November it was support. So I would say that it's fairly reasonable to say that at this point here we obviously have a key inflection point in the market. This is then of course typical in the sense of bearish movement, in the sense that we come down and put in lows followed by lower lows, and of course come up here to a resistance point, of course, right? But then again, this last low was bullishly divergent on those lows on all the oscillators up above. Yeah, all of the oscillators bullishly divergent. We got a decent cross there while the ADX was still in a strength of trend. Therefore, I'm looking for that higher low, right? Why? Low was the last one, was the lower one. Looking up here, this is a high. We're always going to get one. Came into a point where there's obviously profit taking happening, and then we're looking to see where we get a higher low at. Now, if we do see prices continue on from here, that can happen, right? It can happen, but what's typical in markets, of course, is the question that everybody asks. We're still obviously above the 236 over here, so still very bullish in the very, 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 very short term time frames on this one. But as soon as you look at it really broadly in the long term time frame, then you've got quite big questions to ask. Here's the 1 hour time frame just to draw that point out for you a bit more. You can see bullish movement, nice upward bullish move, massive amounts of bearish divergence at the top, pushing on down the way, swing failure, RSI swing failure over here as well. So the idea of there being a pullback at this point, fairly typical, but of course you're looking down towards things like 70, 69 just to see if we get short term support and a bounce area at those things, probably quite likely, to be honest with you. You can see the 50 simple as well on the 4 hour time frames in at that price point, where we recently just had a bounce actually as well. So it's right happening. So there's an edge here for you, but it's an extremely high risk one obviously as well. The trend could be turning around. This is the perfect time to see it happen, but you want to be buying into that momentum as opposed to obviously the slackening of the momentum, which is we're seeing right here right now. Quality, so that's cool. Yes, nice one. A little bit of the old interesting stuff. We also got a request coming in from Epiphany. Could you please look at VXV, Vector Space AI, please? Thank you so much. And your hair is looking great today. Thanks so much. That's appreciated. Right. Yeah, I can absolutely look at that. I've never heard of this one before. This is unusual for me to have not heard of one. Let's just see quickly what we have here. This is, wait a minute. Is that a stock? VXV, no, VXV, CBOE, not any of them, right? So USDT, I think, is this one that's like on, say, one of the funny ones, like a Uniswap token or something? Let me just see, VXV coin market cap. We'll just look real quick for this thing and see what we've got here. Vector Space AI price today, coin market cap. There she has it. Right, so where have we got this thing traded at? Woof, okay, cool. Moved up an awful lot here. You can see it's above those highs. It's never difficult doing technical analysis on a piece of crap chart like this, of course. You can't actually do it if you want to be honest about it. But let we go. Uniswap, yeah. So we want to, what's that thing that's a Uniswap trading view clone? Uniswap trading view clone.
Just searching the little googly plexes here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Where is it? Where is it? So I'm looking for a Uniswap clone, by the way. That's what I'm doing right now. For Uniswap, a trading view clone for Uniswap tokens, but it's not showing up on the first page of Thingy. I know that there is one because I've been on it a whole bunch of times in the past. Just can't remember what it is, what they call it. Is this gonna be one here? Ah, crap. Right, sorry, moving on from this one, right? Sorry, just too much time on that. We'll take a look at it in a wee bit if somebody can suggest to me a place to take a look at them. And I will, Christy, I will. Maybe even make a separate clip for it. Maybe I'll edit this one and take that section out so it doesn't disrupt the viewers later, right? Anyway, we'll go and take a look at ETHUSDT. Maybe someone can suggest it. If you want to, you can't type links in there, but you can write, just kind of roughly what the URL is, and I'll do it without the dots and the .coms and whatever. I'll figure it out if you know one off the top of your head. Right. So anyway, here's Ethereum pushed on up nicely. Where are we at the minute? 2,589. Oh, good, nice one, cool. Looking for this higher low again on this one, by the way. Right, clearly looking for this higher low. Nice little head and shoulders there that worked out. Excellent. The channel that worked out here. The same sort of chat. What were we talking about this yesterday? The other day, we were talking about how it's kind of extended in the same way that the SPY has been, and it pushes up in the face of shorter term time frame divergences, etc. Is that were we saying that? Were we saying that? Because I'm pretty sure I should have been saying that and would have been saying that. Anyway, we continue to push on up the way here. That's fantastic. It's a bit of a hard one, this one, because you can see that this is operating in the face of negativity. Pushing past key areas, but it's managing to do things. So keep it simple, Rocky. In this case, staying above this 50 simple moving average this whole time, and fantastic. And we know that the prices are extended. So how about we let this be our canary in the coal mine for us on this one, pushing down past this point again, 2,555, let's call it, and you start to think, quite critically about the price action, needing to kind of manage your risk, probably in at that 2,500 area. I'm not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice, but that's what I would be looking to with this, if you want to buy into this positivity. Up here, undoubtedly, loads of bearish divergence, yes. Again, easy to say, and I'm expecting or anticipating a pullback. We've had the ADX throughout this 1 hour on the 1 hour time frame showing us it's been had the strength of trend. That's ended with this cross. We're back into chop territory again. No real strength of trend to capitalize on for the negative case. This pushing up the way, this is the ADX pushing up like this. It's kind of not so typical in that way. We're seeing it kind of happening in the face of things. Can we get continuation? Yes, we can. I'm obviously starting to feel a lot more bullish about the alternative aspects of the cryptocurrency market. So in this point, I think it's probably worth taking a look real quick at therefore at the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? So over here, Bitcoin dominance chart. And yeah, okay, so it really has struggled in the last wee while. Pushed right up from those lows down there at 44, right up, and it's been coming all the way back down again, but it's gone quite a ways. Look at this, the 200 simple coming in there. I would expect a bit of a bounce here, not that far away. We're talking, not that far away down here, down to 0.5% movement down the way here. Oh, it really does make you wonder about how things could go if that overextended Ethereum price does have a pullback in relation to, say, for example, Bitcoin. Let's then therefore take a look at Ethereum. Bitcoin, wow, really pushed on up here as well. Similar to the Ethereum dollar chart as well, obviously, with that movement. From those lows to those highs, then we can look in roughly and say that the price point of 63 is a big deal for us. 0.063 that is there. For us, a big deal. We've got that downward sloping resistance line as well. Breaking that down below that, well, that would be negative in that sense. Very good though, very good movement from Ethereum. Do we see a pullback in this? Meanwhile, a little bit more to get from the altcoins. So I think it's probably time to look at the altcoins then and see how things are doing. Chainlink, for instance, has it got above that $20 price point, and is it able to sustain it? Oh wow, $22, right? Where did our next profit taking target come in at? Oh, it was just a bit up there. It went up, pushed past 22 to 23.50. Oh wow, and then back down again, and we're at $22 at the minute. So yeah, cool, excellent. Don't know why those scribbles are in there. I wonder what I was talking about last week. That channel's not working out so great. Fantastic pushing it beyond that. Fantastic, fantastic, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Right, good. So the again, still anticipating a pullback, but can we see it sustain prices above $20? You know, that's the turnaround point for us. Let's, instead of analyzing where we are right now in the price, just kind of zoom out a little bit, look back the way, and acknowledge how important this $20 inflection point is. You know, we can do it in a number of ways. One of the ways that I'll do it is just kind of by drawing on it with the old brush tool real quick here for us, so that you can see kind of the zone in this. We had this downward movement here, so then we've gone outside of that. Big deal. I could put a channel around that if I wanted to as well. We had these lower lows coming in, and we've kind of, you know, come in at the point now where we could easily put in a higher low. Look at this depth that we have to travel down. You know, we've got what, like nearly 50%, 40% movement. You could easily drop 30% and still be putting in a higher low. Fantastic. Obviously not so much for those highly leveraged traders, but absolutely fantastic in terms of the macro trend. Of course, exploiting that leverage is exactly how people accumulate in crypto land. Not that dissimilar to stock land as well. So that's cool. And yeah, that's great. So that's the importance of the 20 zone in this area can be described with things. I'm not actually wanting to describe it here with that green line. I'll just remove that as well from the chart. I really just want to kind of show that the $20 area, so it's this whole zone here, is in this zone here. It was when you know, really started to push down the way. Looking over to the left, you can see that was all in this area here where we just shot right through it, you know, and it was kind of putting in the liquidity here which wasn't there before, as there's this kind of confusion about the markets. Now, had we gone on down below these areas, things got very bad very rapidly, and you're looking at massive percentage moves all the way down as far as, say, $7 or $8. In fact, of course, that's another sort of nearly 40-50% off the price from there. So that's great that is up here, and it's kind of pushed above that zone. This is a whole phase in the market. Some people like to use the word, therefore, to describe these things, of regime, by the way. That's like a thing from, you know, so we've broken outside of that regime, if you like. Right, so that's cool, interesting stuff. Let's check in with Tezos. Now, I already know that Tezos came up to $3 and went back down to $2.90 as well. So that's pretty cool, because we were talking about $3 as being that profit-taking zone. Oh, did it go? It went up to 326. Was that 322 at the minute? Oh, wow, excellent. Last time I checked this, it was at 290. That's cool. So it's had a really good last sort of like 12, 16 hours or so. Cool. And it's found support there at that line that we were talking about as well. Look at the downward sloping kind of line. Now, this was drawn in very casually, but you can see that we've moved up past the zone and then came back in and found support at that area, which was formerly resistance. Wow, fantastic, excellent stuff. So, so is there risk in the crypto market? Yes, there is. Could we see a little bit more kind of bleeding in terms of the Bitcoin dominance chart, just to bring us back down to that 200 simple? Yes, we could. Could that result in a bear trap for some folk? Yes, it could. A bull trap for some folk. Yes, it could. Essentially, in terms of the next week with regards to Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So look out for that. But of course, you know, you can buy into the trend, being your friend, and it's there. You know, you can clearly see the trend, which is that Bitcoin has been losing a bit of ground compared to all the alts. It has been. That continues. That's been going on for the last several hours, and you know, could keep going days. And then and that's where we are right now. Right. Let me just check in with the chat there and see. Yeah, I'm coming back over. Oh, fuck, we went way past the time when the markets are opened. Right. Sorry about that. Let's see. Did anybody put in a Uniswap alternative trading view clone here so I could take a look at that coin? Struggles real. That's top chat. I need to have live chat on so I can see it. And if not, whatever, I might even just publish this video with me looking for it. There's a lesson to be had in looking for that. Good morning, FU Money. Good morning, Aprils. Good morning, High 150s. Love the idea of cake coin for no reason other than it's called cake. I mean, everybody loves that. I love it too. Lamal, we really wanted to help you, Epiphany. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody with any suggestions in there. So we'll wrap that up. That's the crypto section done for today. I might add another video on later for that VXV. I'll certainly try and help Christy out with that. Right, nice one. Congratulations to K King, who says, I just got my Coinbase Visa card Saturday afternoon. Quality, nice one. Things are, of course, advancing in the crypto space. I'm a crypto technical analyst and, of course, look at stocks all the time. Join me for a live stream someday. I've been Rocky Outcrop, tuning out just now. I'll roll those intros at the end of this clip. By the way, for people who are watching the live right now, I'm going to keep going on the live. Here's a final opportunity for people watching this static video to hit like and all that. Right, that was 20 minutes. That was too long. Anyway, cheers.